Whereabouts were you born?
I always thought it was Grafton.
What year did you move, or your family moved to Woolgoolga?
When I was 7.
So you moved from Grafton to Woolgoolga on a horse carriage or the bullock tray or what?
I always thought, and I wrote this, I always thought that I came on a carriage from Grafton to Michener, and it's one of those overhead bridges now, is exactly where I went.
Ah.
Yeah.
So your dad was a bullock driver?
Yes, my father was bullock team driver.
Yep. And your mum had how many kids?
3.
Three
3
kids?
girls.
Would have been pretty tough for your mum. Like when you moved to Woolgoolga.
I'd say it was tough for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would have been tough for Mum, but it was tough for everybody.
So what sort of house did you move to when you were 7?
We moved to a house that had 4 rooms and then a breezeway, they called it, because at those times a breezeway kept the kitchen away from where you slept.
Ah, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it had a front veranda, and Ted Burgess built our second house in Woolgoolga.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second house. Yep. Ted Burgess.
Ted Burgess. I've got a good memory.
You certainly have.
I
Yep.
can remember back a lot of things, and I sometimes I sort of question myself. You know, we went to Bucker Creek.
Yep. You moved to there?
Yes,
The
we
family moved to Bucket Creek.
1932, I think it was. And it was Bucker Creek, and it was all bush.
Yeah.
Then. So Dad and Mum and I, and the other two went to school, and Dad and Mum and I, we brushed and felled the trees. Yeah.
So you and your mum?
Mum too, yes. And
Cleared,
hard work.
You cleared the trees?
Yeah. And hard work was nothing in those times. You know, it was hard.
I'm sure it was. Yeah, hard enough to do it now with all the equipment we've got.
I think it's too good now.
Too easy.
I think it is.
Yeah. Now tell me, how did you meet Nun?
Well, when I was about 18, there was no jobs, nothing.
Yep.
And we had the cream truck. Then we got a few cows together, and we had milked the cows,
Yep.
and then we separated and got the cream, and we'd send the cream to Karamba, and a man that we knew said, would I like, so I ended up looking after people, going into their houses.
With the cream and selling the cream, or just looking after people to check
Looking
they're
after
okay?
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was through the cream driver. He found the job for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from school, I'll get him, and all right. Well, we had 2 properties, one on top of the hill,
Mm-hmm.
near the temple.
Cowdung Hill.
Yeah, Cowdung Hill, and right, that was to the mill.
Oh,
And
yes.
they were 2 properties. Barnes owned the first property, McLeod owned the second property.
Right.
So I got on the horse on the pony, little pony, and he used to, and we'd have no shoes on, and he'd turn around. If you'd kick him in the belly, you know, to make him go, he'd turn around and bite your feet. Yeah. But you had to make your own fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. He threw me off once and broke my arm between there. And
So you went around like Mitchell with your arm in a sling?
what? Well, it was a calico one.
Yeah.
But what did you have to break yours?
I was riding a skateboard and fell off to the
skateboard.
yeah. Did you have skateboards back in your day?
Yeah. So
No skateboards back then. Dirt roads.
So I'd have to. So Mr. Hubbard was our teacher, and he was always also our doctor. And he
Oh,
did
right.
my arm. He did my arm up, and there was a girl, Jean Edwards, and she'd go every morning. She'd go with the splints, and she'd go with the bandages. She'd sleep and take them off.
Well, it sounds like you had a very busy school principal. If he was teaching and he was the doctor, and he probably did a few other little jobs too.
He would, and if he went away, he had relatives down around the sugar cane, down around the river, and he'd come back, and anyone that got all their sums right or got all their
The spelling.
word spelling right, they'd get a stick of sugar cane about that long. About that way. And we think we're great, going home with
Be
this.
like Christmas, wouldn't it, if you got one of those?
Yeah, piece of sugar cane.